Hey folks, Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalist, and in this case, continuing with the topic of monkeypox. This happened in Fox News, actually Fox Business, the Fox Network anyway. But keep that in mind. Whenever you think that, oh no, I just watched this in Fox, this is reliable conservative media, keep that in mind. I've covered this before when they did their trans promotion bit during Pride Month. Remember that, right? Promoting the idea of, giving drugs that will change and harm the body of very little prepubescent children. This was in Fox as well. Keep that in mind as you watch this regarding the new, fear that you have to worry about, which is monkeypox.
Monkeypox, I think there's a pretty good rule in life. Don't attend gay orgies. When you look at the New England Journal's report of the 520 orgies that they reviewed.
Ned, come on, man.
It's not about gay. How about not any orgies?
Go look at the New England Journal's report that NBC News reported on Friday, in which of the 528 cases they reviewed, 95% were sex between men. I think we actually have to have a serious conversation about where this is coming from. When I'm done, Brad, you can talk. Instead of going crazy and declaring a national pandemic when 3,000 people have it right now, it's insane.
True.
I don't know, man. You don't have to be gay to get monkeypox.
I don't know, man. You don't have to keep...
And you don't have to be bigoted when you talk about treating something that is
She's boiling.
Spread,
It's not bigoted.
Yeah, it is.
This is science, Kennedy. 95% of the cases from the New England Journal.
You know what?
I don't like that science. That science doesn't go along with the narrative we try to keep here, Nit.
Brad, respond, okay?
That kind of, I will use the term, bigoted language.
Bigoted, yeah.
It makes it seem like the only people that get this are from one group of Americans.
When it's 90% or 95% of people getting this from that same community, you cannot avoid the science showing you that data. It's simply the facts you're dealt. Now, even if gay dude, whatever his name is over here, jumps in commotion and gets angry, that doesn't change the facts. I mean, we've been told science, follow the science. Well, this is the science. If it's 95% of cases among gay men, and there's also a very serious topic of 2 children that got it were also children that were adopted by, gay men as well, then that's something you should keep in mind. And again, look at the news you have. I mean, the first American to have a SoCal actor goes viral. Well, let's see what he says.
Going viral for his TikTok video detailing his experience with monkeypox. He's urging others to get vaccinated and talking about the symptoms to look out for. Now, Eyewitness News reporter Alex Cheney tells us he's urging others. The actor is going viral for his TikTok video detailing his experience with monkeypox. He's urging others to get vaccinated.
He's urging others, as in general, as in everyone has to get vaccinated for monkeypox now?
Talking about the symptoms to look out for. Now, Eyewitness News reporter Alex Cheney tells us he is now on the mend after a couple of weeks of pain and discomfort.
You do not want this. I cannot overemphasize.
Okay, in case you don't notice, within a few seconds, this is an openly gay man that got monkeypox. Now, but this is not the only case. You have other actors that also got monkeypox. Look at this guy. He got monkeypox as well, and pretty freaking bad. Look at what happened to his face. Now, he's also an actor. Of course, he is an adult film actor, which, these things, we are being gaslit so bad. We're being lied to our faces. We're being told that the definition of a pandemic is 3,000 people, 95 of which are gay, 95% of which are gay. We're being told that a man is not a man, but a woman can be a man, and a man can be pregnant. We're being told that recession is not what recession is anymore. What you find in pretty much all books of economics, that's not true anymore. It's not 2 quarters. No, that changed. It's not the case anymore. You are being told that, no, inflation is just, it's not a thing anymore. So you're being lied to your face constantly, and this just continues that line. The idea that you have to ignore the science behind, yes, of course, you can catch it through other means. Of course, that if this is something that is spread through a contact with bodily fluids, you can have bad enough luck. There was a time in which AIDS was, spread specifically among this same community. Now, of course, it got to a point where you could have bad enough luck that going to the freaking dentist, you were in contact with the fluids of someone that had the disease. Yeah, that could also happen. But you cannot deny the science that says that as of right now, as of this very moment, the great overwhelming majority of people that are catching this disease and spreading the disease among themselves are people from this community. And no matter how much you complain about it, it's still the fact you have. Now, we have to realize this, that while they closed the entire world down, they told us we could not leave our houses anymore, because we had to we have to protect ourselves from the disease floating around. Now, the idea of even suggesting stopping, cutting down a little bit with the gay orgies, that sends the conservative media, fucking really? This is the conservative media now? It sends these on a, hysteria fit, like you saw Kennedy right there had. I don't know, man. Sounding almost like Biden. Come on, man. They have this man thing that they just cannot control their own little nerves. Guys, this is what we're being told right now, even in the so-called conservative media. Every time you see something from the conservative media that doesn't line up, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you rationalize things. I try to do this in the channel, and a lot of people get upset. But you're questioning Fox. Of course I am. Don't you see this? Don't you realize? Are you constantly being lied all the time? And Fox is this fake idea of an alternative. It's basically owned by the same elite that owns everything else. So if it's owned by the same elite that owns everything else, it's just a false sense of alternative. Oh, no, I'm conservative, so I'm going to... Well, Kennedy said... Do you remember back in the day when it was... how many conservatives have said this to you? I know how many times I've heard this myself. Well, what they do in their own bedroom, yeah, of course. What they do in their own bedroom, yeah. No, you know what? Because if I have to acknowledge a lie and say that the sky is pink and not blue, if I have to deny simple facts, then there's no limit to how far I can be pushed with that narrative. Facts don't matter anymore. Words don't matter anymore. Marriage is what? A man and a woman? No, that's not the case anymore. It's a dude and another guy. Or a monkey. Or I'm married to myself. What? Yeah, that's the way I conceive it. I'm married to myself. I'm a married guy. I'm saying, you're insane. You're crazy. You're making stuff up. And just because I'm crazy and I start making stuff up, there's no reason why you should accommodate my insanity. We have become a society that accommodates for insanity and mental disorder. It's not even a matter of, traditional conservative values, even if you don't have any, or religion. No, it's just about logic and common sense and science as well. Science that up until very recently told us, yes, there's people that suffer certain kind of mental disorders. These are the characteristics. This is the problems they go through. All of a sudden, it's no longer the case. Man, it's not even a matter anymore if you're morbidly obese. No, you don't have a problem. No, you'll be perfectly fine. Oh, man, I should really lose a few pounds. Man, I'm getting chubby over here. No, you're okay. You're fine. Oh, really? Don't I have a higher chance of, early, death if I don't take care of myself? No, you're perfectly okay. That's who you are. You identify as a fucking morbidly obese person. A table, no, it's not a surface in which we can actually eat, work, do stuff. No, a table is, an umbrella. Because I just come up with stuff like a moron, and you have to adjust and accommodate for my insanity. And we are doing this out of fear. I mean, a lot of people are doing this out of fear. They shut up. They don't speak about this. You're seeing this in Fox News. The gay guy is upset because if I'm gay and I engage in promiscuous sex with strangers, I can catch a horrible disease? Why? That's not fear. It hasn't got nothing to do with fear. It's simply what it is. The same if it had been someone that goes to the dentist and because of a improperly sanitized tool, he catches AIDS. It sucks. but it's simply what it is. That's one more possibility. As of right now, 95% of people within that community. Now, we're not even talking about putting any kind of restriction in any of that, even though it is by far clearly proven by all sorts of data that we have that that's how it's spreading. There's no incentive, there's no order, of course, there's no law, there's nothing that you actually have to follow that says, no, you cannot engage in like multi-group, a multitude of people having sex and spreading this disease that supposedly it's a pandemic. So what is it? Which one is it? Is it a pandemic with 3,000 cases? Okay, if it is, aren't you taking the same measures you took previously just moments ago when you have a very clearly defined group of people that are catching it and spreading it? No, we just ignore that because this is not convenient. This crap that we see here being spread by people like these, no, that's not something that we can actually address because it's offensive and people get mad and angry and their super sensitive feelings get all tingly. Guys, I don't know if you realize, but this isn't getting better anytime soon. It applies to our society. It applies to our economy. The same way you're being gaslit in terms of, no, nothing to see here. 95%. You have papers from medical institutions saying so, showing the data that it's overwhelmingly obvious whenever you just do a basic search about the people that are catching this stuff. No, we have to ignore all of that. Folks, if you want to prepare the realistic way I do here on the channel, I strongly suggest you get street survival skills. You're going to be needing it soon enough. Actually, you need it already. And of course, surviving the economic collapse. Based on my experience, actually going through an economic collapse myself in Argentina back in the day, you can actually benefit quite a bit from that, given everything that you're seeing right now. And the similarities are overwhelming. The similarities are the way in which even words are banned. Soon enough, you'll see that they'll ban the word inflation. They're doing it already. They're not even no, it's temporary. No, it's nothing to see here. No. The recession, that's not a thing anymore. We changed the definition of the word. Anyway, folks, see you on the next video. Take care.